Pisces' drive and wisdom reminds us to believe in yourself and each of those that you trust in your world. But don't forget to verify instead of vilify. You have the responsibility of trusting those that you love, and that includes the lessons of accountability being trumpeted by Saturn retrograde in Scorpio. Don't run from your natural role as a leader because you live in a culture that programs you to believe that passive people are not good at leadership. Now is the time to lead by example, and the spirit and wisdom of the old soul of the Zodiac is the embodiment of the Akashic records of sentient thought. The blackwater snake uncoils from the egg of the new moon and moves to the rhythm of the fiery forces of Aries. Uranus continues his trans-dimensional square dance with the moon in Libra and Pluto in Capricorn. Aries knows firsthand about how lonely being the first can be for every leader. Libra knows that patience is a byproduct that is learned through all of the acts of co-creation. Aries has high expectations and specific requirements, while Libra celebrates the triumphs of disagreements and the cultural literacy that is developed through collaboration and compromise. Diversity is where Aries and Libra agree. Our lovable lamb does not always like routine, especially when it's someone else's. On the other hand, Libra especially values that which they learn from others, as the routine of others often leads to insights about ourselves. With the ingress of the Aries sun, Uranus the Awakener is having a giant impact on routine and systems of order. Since Uranus is the planet that symbolizes change for the whole of humanity, and Aries is a provocative leader of action, continue to expect the unexpected as these two influences unite to push you towards personal freedom and away from outdated traditions. The download of the Libra full moon will have an impact through most of April, as the month of April is named after the Greek Venus known as Aphrodite. Father Saturn, also known as Kronos, knows a thing or two about sudden changes, as the fluids from his castration by Zeus in the War of the Titans gave birth to Aphrodite. Expect Saturn to remain retrograde in Scorpius, teaching us about the outer limits of our emotions and passions while chipping away at the boundaries of tradition that do not make us stronger. Saturn comes out of retrograde just before mid-July, causing a transluminal burst of speed and re-establishing the order that the squared struggle between Uranus and Aries and Pluto and Capricorn have created. The intense forces between Pluto and Uranus not only capture our attention this season, but they will be creating a lot of change through the cycle of destruction and rebirth through 2015. So keep your dancing shoes on and be prepared to face your fears with the style, grace, and courage given to you by the divine, balanced union of Aries the Ram and Libra the Scales. With the new moon in Aries coming on April 10th and the full moon and partial lunar eclipse coming in April, expect the cycle of renewal to continue as the forces of darkness and light help you co-create change. This cosmic union of the sacred masculine with the sacred feminine is not a biological imperative, but rather the creation of space, time, and dimensions through the symmetry of opposing forces represented in the Book of Change known as the Yi Jing. Since change is the only thing that happens between birth and death, one might argue that humanity is simply walking through each color or hue of the electromagnetic spectrum. Perhaps that's why they call us humans. Take notes as you climb every step of the chromatic scale of change that defines the dodecahedron. Amuse yourself as you will begin to recognize the intervals of the oscillating octaves of change that teach you not to fret with regret. The 3 muses of creation cube into the 9 muses of inspiration to help you synchronize and harmonize with the ever-changing cosmos. The chromatic octaves of synchronicity will assist you while we collectively scale our way towards unity consciousness and apotheosis with our cosmic brothers and sisters. The Aries march of destruction and subsequent creation will always be equalized by the order and rejuvenation of Our Lady of Justice, Libra, the goddess of love. Through creative arts and the love that binds humanity, her influence has been felt for more than a millennia through artists such as Da Vinci, Botticelli, and Parrish. Like the dragon biting its own tail in the cycle of life through eternity, Libra continues to echo her message of justice, unity, and love through earthly musical messengers. I leave you with the timeless, expansive, Sagittarian wisdom of the messenger, Jimi Hendrix, who shares his thought. When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. Recovering from the hangover of power with a tidal wave of love advances us one step closer to unity consciousness and one step deeper into the age of Aquarius.